Well. Welcome to another podcast of the Fresh Bunch. And today we got one of my favorites on the podcast. Our guest today is no other than Karl, the stick man from Greenpark Growers Farms in beautiful Ontario, Canada. One of the nicest, most amazingly well-maintained farms that I've been to. And also today we have the great Mimi Pacheco.
Hello.
We got Ryan Black and the amazing Joel Serrano. Where's the tulip?
The tulip is visiting
tulip
customers.
Today?
He's visiting customers on the road.
How customers or podcasts? That must have been a very difficult choice for him today.
I didn't give him an option because he said I'm visiting customers and that's going to make some money. So I said, okay, bye. Mike, we need to come up with like a good adjective for Ryan. It's got to be like the radiant Ryan.
That's terrible. I don't like that at all.
Creative.
Ryan is internationally
when you would
famous.
go to like a camp thing or something like that where you had to introduce yourself and you had to come up with a rhyme. Everybody had to do that. You never had to do that?
Yeah.
That's basically what we're doing.
No.
Anyway. But yeah, we'll figure. It's got to come naturally. It's got to come organically.
Well, we have Karl on, the stick man, because we've got some candy in our building. Ryan and I were talking, like, first of all, the guys are getting really good at displaying this candy.
Oh, yeah.
Every time we post anything, people are automatically asking for it. But the actual, when you walk in the cash and carry and you look at the green table where people check out, everybody has some smoke bush.
Yeah, it's too hard to pass up out there. It looks too good. You can't say no.
Well, that's good to hear on my end.
Yeah, no, Casey was, when the stuff came in, he came running in the office with it just to show everybody how good it looked.
Used to see
It's been
Casey
fun.
when we go to the farm too. Casey's all over it when we go to the farm. Casey's like, show me this, show me that. When's this going to be ready? Give me everything.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. And what's cool is that he's actually not faking it. He's that excited about it.
Yeah, so that's actually a special variety of smoke bush. That actually came, if I go back, that's probably 8 years in the making. I saw that variety, that specific variety in Holland. And at that time, that was brand new in Holland, even for the breeder. We throw COVID in the mix. COVID's still rearing its evil head every once in a while. It took us actually 2 years just to get those plants to Canada from Holland. And we were one of the very first growers in North America to actually have that specific varieties. It's quite special to us here at the farm.
Karl, last time we were talking about the breeders and your trips to Holland with the breeders, you were telling me like a lot of times they give you stuff that's not even named yet, like things
Yes.
that you are experimenting with the breeder together. And that gives you the competitive advantage to have a head start before anybody on a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, that's to me, that's the exciting part. Like even for me, myself, I love being a grower. I'm a salesperson and in the office because I have to be, but put me out in the field, put me on a tractor, put me with new varieties. And yeah, so we do get every once in a while, we get new varieties coming in from Holland, just a patent code. And hey, Karl, let us know what you think. So to me, that's the exciting, to watch something you don't even know what it looks like and watch it start off as just a small little cutting and eventually get up to where it flowers and to see it all for the first time. So
Do you remember the first thing you grew?
the first thing I grew, that would have been probably, that started in my early teens when I joined the farm full time.
Okay.
My dad, and he'll fully admit this, my dad is not a grower. He's very much a salesperson, loves mingling with people and clients. That's what he enjoys. And so I realized if I could give my dad an amazing product, he'd have no problem selling it. So that's where I really became keen on attention to detail. Previous to joining the farm, I worked for a landscaping outfit, and that's where I was really taught as a young person, attention to detail. Customers are spending mega bucks on what you're doing. It better be perfect. So that kind of morphed into, when I came back into the family business, make it right. It's got to be 100%. The fun joke in the greenhouse, even when we're processing flowers for you guys, is I let staff know that, and especially the women, if you do not want to see this in your bridal bouquet or at your wedding, throw it on the floor. And so that's how we gauge our quality here on the farm. For a lot of employees, if you don't want to see this in your wedding, throw it on the floor. I don't want to see it. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love that. That's KISS. Keep it simple,
Joel's
stupid.
never heard of that.
No?
No.
It's one of the first things they teach you in business school, in marketing.
Did you say what it was that you grew? I don't think you said what it was, did he?
Oh, so that goes back to the days actually even before we really did any cut flowers. That is why people really get confused with our name yet as Greenpark Nurseries, is we were a full-blown nursery before we got into all these cut flowers and cut branches.
Gotcha.
It was trees and shrubs planted in rows out in the field, being dug up in the fall time and being shipped out to garden centers and landscapers the following spring. That's how Greenpark Nurseries was, and we slowly morphed into curly willow, pussy willow, and then it became snowball viburnum and cut lilacs, and we've just slowly added and added and added to the point where there was enough money from the cut side to sustain us as a family, and so we discontinued the nursery part of it, and now we are strictly cut ornamental branches and cut foliages and flowers. That's kind of the gist.
So do you have to change the name now?
If it wasn't such a rigmarole to change it, we probably would. But, to rebrand yourself and change this and change that, forget it. Would we become more recognized in the floral community if we changed it to Green Park Floral or Green Park Farms? I don't think so. I think the people that know us, they know us for a reason, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you just need to say Green Park.
Exactly.
That's all they need.
Yeah.
It's from Green Park.
They got this big giant chain store up there in Canada called Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire.
What do they sell?
I think tires is the least amount of things that they sell.
I thought that's where you go with that.
Tires is the least amount of things they sell. They sell they're like a giant Walmart. They're like a giant Walmart. Mike Jr.'s here. And he needed a new pair of skates. So yesterday, I believe it was, they drove to Ottawa just for a day trip. Mm-hmm. But while in Ottawa, he had in his mind to stop by Canadian Tire or some hockey spot and get some new skates because it's way cheaper out there than it is in Miami. Yeah. But right, Carl, they don't even, Tire is where they started. And then they started selling some other shit, and all of a sudden they have this giant Walmart place.
Yeah, and it's everything under the sun, from home decor to air fresheners. I was there the other night. I needed, my farm pickup truck hadn't been cleaned in half a year and just too busy. And I'm the heck with this. This has got to get cleaned out. So, of course, my son, who has a pickup truck, has been using all my cleaning stuff. So no leather cleaner, no Armor All, no tire shine. It was all gone. So, of course, Dad's got to go pull out his wallet and go spend money on himself after his son takes everything. So, yeah, you laugh, Ryan. You've probably been there, done that.
Oh, absolutely. That was fair game. If it was in the garage, it's fair game.
I still do that. I go shopping at my mom's house sometimes.
Yeah, I've done that. It's changed now. They don't have that. They don't have the selection anymore.
Yeah, because my mom buys everything in bulk, and I'm like, I don't. And so then she'll come be like, "Oh, do you need some Bounty, or you need this, you need that?" I'm like, Yeah. I leave the house with a whole bag of stuff.
I definitely did that during college. Absolutely.
Yeah, because to my son's defense, his first reply out of his mouth was, "Well, you charge me room and board. That should be free game."
It's only fair game if he's also going to clean your car with it. That's
So Carl, I saw on the Instagram the other day this ginormous piece of land. Is that the new North Farm? Is that the Northern Farm?
So
is that what that is?
That is the Northern Farm. That is.
Oh man,
that has been 8 years in the making, and to kind of give anybody listening some perspective, that would be an 8-hour drive north of our home farm in Niagara, and that would be on the very top end of Lake Huron. Basically, if you can picture the upper UP of Michigan, we'd be about 45 minutes east of Sault Ste. Marie. Pick which one you want to, the Canadian side or the American side. They're both Sault Ste. Marie, depending on what side of the river you're on. But yeah, that is where we are. been a pipe dream of mine for 10 years now. So
Is the
it's
dream to have the
fine.
land? Is the dream where it is? What you can do with it? What is the dream?
The dream was always what you could do with it. I remember going to a conference, probably 15 years ago, right when the Alaskan peony thing was starting to come to the forefront. At that time, we were doing, cut spring lilacs, snowball viburnum, the two varieties of spirea, fragrant mock orange. And I thought, we're always pushing the limit on what we can do at our home farm in Niagara. I have to remind people that these crops, when they come in the spring, we're talking 50, 60, 70,000 cut lilacs that have to come off, get in cold storage in 36 to 48 hours.
Damn.
When you're doing spring crops, you wait and wait and wait, and it's not ready, and it's not ready. And then in a matter of hours, okay, I need 25 people. It's all got to come off in 36 hours. So to expand in the South, we're tapped out at what we can handle. But the pipe dream was always, if we could find somewhere with cooler temperatures, then maybe we could do more. And so with this farm up north, everything typically blooms 3 to 4 weeks later than where we are in Niagara, simply due to its climate and how north it is from where we live. So plants are ordered for next spring. There will be lilacs and snowball viburnum and spirea and mock orange getting planted at the location for, here we go, 2029, 2030 production. That's how far in advance we have to plan out. And those will typically all bloom. We will be able to complete our harvest in the south, and we will truck everybody up to the north, and we'll repeat the process.
Wow.
And hopefully that alleviates some of this. Well, guys, this is what you're getting this week, and there's one shipment, and you're not getting any till next year again. So hopefully there will be enough overlap between the two locations that we can get everything going in 2 or 3 consecutive weeks instead of just one.
Wow.
So
That's exciting.
Karl, will you be shipping from there, or will everything be transported to the main mothership and then get shipped from there?
Everything will get shipped to the main mothership. Basically, the farm in the south will become like a distribution center for us. Don't let me mislead you. We are a small family farm. When I say distribution hub, do not think of us as the size of Walmart, because we're still this small family farm that wears a lot of hats. But the big thing now we're discussing is, of course, in the next couple of years, infrastructure will have to be built up there. There will be cooler facilities, loading dock, and all that built up there to accommodate this increase in crop. The big discussion we're having now is whether we want to process everything there and ship finished product to the home farm in Niagara, or do we want to ship raw product from the farm up north and process it all in Niagara? Here we go with son-father relationships. My dad is very much of everything's going to get processed up there because I don't want garbage riding on the truck with high fuel costs. And I'm very much, well, we can do a much better job and presentation down here. So final solution yet to be determined.
Like a half and half, maybe, right?
We'll see. And I see the hamster wheel going on in Mike's head. So
Then you have Uncle Mike coming in and giving his ideas, huh?
No, I just remember when I first visited you guys, everything was manual. Everything was done by hand. And I think you were like me. You had one binding machine, which was like a game changer when you're repetitively making bunches. To do rubber band after rubber band gets really slow and tedious. But when you have a binding machine, that kind of changes the game. And then when you get a processing line, which, enables you to not only bunch it, but grade it and have consistency and efficiency. And that's a really big investment. So I'm guessing you're not going to move all that up north with you. So it kind of makes sense. I think what you're doing is your thought. What you're going to do is bring it down, process it. But then you have all your people up there.
That's right.
So you need a chopper.
Yeah,
You got to fly them down. on a chopper.
Yeah, when are you getting your plane, Mike?
We got it last week. You
I
didn't
like
hear it?
it.
You didn't see that?
I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get my plane.
Because even for me, Mike, like I knew this farm in the north was going to be a topic today, and even I was thinking too. I says, what was your thought process that went through your head when you decided to go farming in Ecuador? Did you just lay in bed one night and think, hey, that'd be fun, or was there a process? I don't think I've ever heard that story from you.
Man, so at that time, pre-COVID, at that time, the trend in the industry was let's bypass Miami as much as possible and buy directly from farms. And the other side of that coin was as you grow as a company, there comes a point where if you're not farm affiliated, if you're either not partnered with a farm or own a farm or have some sort of farm affiliation, you're just a broker. You're just a middleman. You're not my number one choice because you're just dealing it completely in other people's flowers. The other part of that was being able to possibly be a global brand because I thought that would be cool, But it was a lot of tire kicking. We really didn't have we didn't have money to go and do big things. It was more of like if the opportunity presented itself, we should look at it. And then it went to the opportunity presented itself, and then you kind of like when you're almost tired with your car and you get that new car fever.
I got a fever.
And you can't get it out of your head. I need a new car. I need a new car. You really don't need one, but you really do need one.
Yep.
It was kind of like we really don't need this farm, but this particular opportunity, the sellers made it kind of doable. But obviously, we made lots of rookie mistakes, and like anyone else who doesn't know what they're getting into, maybe even gotten taken advantage of a little bit, rookie mistakes and stuff. But those, like you would agree that those kind of mistakes are just great lessons. And you just, okay. And I'd rather we made those mistakes ourselves than have someone else make those mistakes for us. So that was really it. I mean, it wasn't my number one priority, but once we started looking at some farms and once we started talking to people and it just was really intriguing to me. And Juanita as well. We were like, this is cool. Why can't we do this? And why can't we do it different than how it was done historically? Not only just with the way we approach the business with our marketing, but also with our culture and also with, to kind of bring something new and different to that growing community. And in the beginning, we were kind of shunned. We were kind of like, why are you here and why are you doing this? And the breeders on the first day were at the front door. We're here to count the plants to make sure there's no illegal propagation going on. All this stuff. We ran through the ringer. But we did in many ways, we kind of made it different. And we were able to establish pretty much in a very small boutique way, similar to you. We're able to reach great clients with good flowers. And for those who don't wish to buy in Miami, they can still buy the Jet Fresh label directly. Yeah. And for years, we would have our boxes in other farms and ask them to pack in our brand, private labels. It's like, you go to the supermarket, they have the supermarket brand, they have Heinz. It's kind of like that. We still do that. But to be able to have our own flowers. And then when we got into COVID, we all thought we were going out of business. We lost everything. The farm is going to go down and sink. Everything is going to be, everything. It was over.
Everything was over. Felt that way.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden the phone started to ring. And for us, if we didn't have that farm, the picture would not have been good. Yep. The fact that we made that leap and we had that supply available to us because we hadn't made some of the really dramatic eradications or just there, a lot of farms did some really aggressive things.
Yep.
That would not enable. And we thought, well, we're so small. Let's keep the plants healthy. Let's keep the fertilization. Let's keep the spraying. Let's keep Let's keep harvesting in a small way and just not export. Just dump it, feed it to the cows, whatever you want to do. And then when the phone started to ring, all I had to do was call Juanita and I say, hey, turn on the switch. We found flights and we were able to ship 100% of the production of the farm to Miami. That went on for like a year where we were basically sold out before the flowers even landed in Miami. And I really feel like if it wasn't for that, what I call risky, ambitious leap of investing into that farm in another country as a gringo, we would not have had a lot of the growth that we had during COVID and even after.
Right.
Because people who were not going to kick the tires or take a look at our product probably did because they had to. And some of those customers went back to their normal suppliers, but some customers actually stuck with us or even continued to grow with us. So that's pretty much the reason why we did it. I mean, it's just a crazy thing. And the last but not least is also my grandfather was a rose grower. And I had, at that point, done pretty much everything there is to do in the flower business. There wasn't much that I haven't had that experience except being directly involved in the growing process. So that kind of was something personal for me also. And since then, I've become way more sympathetic to growers when they have smaller heads or, not perfect stems or whatever the case may be, or weather conditions, you cancel my order or whatever. I used to get really pissed off. And I used to be really take it really personally and stuff like that. But now I'm like, okay, I understand. Thank you. It's way different now.
Because even for us, this whole different location of growing for us, a part of it too is simply risk management. With spring crops, with frost and blight and diseases, there's always something. So even to split these crops and have them that far apart from each other, if shit hits the fan at one farm, at least you have another farm that hopefully won't be affected.
Yeah. I will tell you, man, you can make money growing flowers for sure, but I don't see how anyone could really make money growing flowers because there's so much loss. There's so much weather conditions that just everything you planned and everything you invested into just failed. In December, we had I don't know what they would call it, but I call it a hurricane ripped through the valley of the area where our farm is and tore off the plastic about 80% of the farm and collapsed a few greenhouses. And many of those greenhouses had all the brand new varieties that we just invested into. And even yet now, that was in December. Even yet now, we haven't completely recovered from that. So imagine the loss of productivity. And I have learned in the growing part of things, regardless of the market price, you're more likely to be profitable if you produce more stems, even if the market price sucks.
Yeah, and
you have a better chance.
We're finding that out too, as what I consider ourselves as a small family-run company. There are definitely certain things that do become easier the bigger that you get. Simple things like a processing line. It's easier when that machine is doing 30, 40, 50,000 stems a day of the same thing than, we got to do 500 stems of this and then shut the machine down. And then we have to do 1,000 stems of this and then shut the machine down. And then, so I definitely agree, that there are rewards that come with growing. And I guess the best way to explain to everyone is we've always tried to do it organically, to try and push the issue and be like, we're growing X amount this year, and then we're going to try and push and find a market for it and find a home for it. It's much easier and we've been very fortunate where, like you cold calling me out of the blue 6, 7, 8 years ago, to grow organically towards a new customer's needs has been so much nicer. And even this farm up north that we're doing, I wanted to do it with zero stress in my life. I did not want to force the issue. Could we have planted spring crops 5 years ago? Absolutely. But the timing wasn't right. This year, the timing was right. So we're going to do it. But it's so much nicer to go to work in the morning when things are just progress organically than trying to force the issue.
You said it took you 8 years to make the decision. Was that just like how long it took to do the process, or was there things that stopped you, or was it just?
Yeah, a little bit of both. First of all, it was a completely abandoned farm when we purchased it. Second of all, we had to spend mega bucks tile draining the 28 acres to plant up there. And that was done last fall. So we were kind of in a waiting phase for that.
What's tile draining?
Tile draining is basically big pipes that go 4 feet under the ground. They're basically trenched in. And these pipes are every 16 feet across the field. And they actually have little holes in them. And essentially what they do is they lower the water table. And after immediate excess rains, or in the spring after a large snow melt, it quickly gets rid of all the excess water off the field so that the plants, their roots aren't essentially drowning in water. So when you have to spend upwards of $150,000 for something that you essentially don't see because it's underground, and you have to do because you can't do it after you plant the field, especially for the products that we grow. These plants are going to be in the ground for the next 10, 15 years. So it's kind of an upfront expense that you just kind of suck it up and squeeze your butt cheeks a little tighter and just do it. And also, if we go back to small family farm, many of you know, if you follow us on social media, we had a severely autistic daughter, and that ate up a lot of after hours, home time, family time. The fact that she's now in a group home setting, that has allowed my wife and I to venture out and explore, things that we've always wanted to do but couldn't do. Yeah. So, there was 8-year process.
It was also a happy place for you guys, right? You have a cabin up there, right?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. We're talking Northern Ontario for anyone listening. So it's home to wilderness, logging roads, and we do have a camp on a lake, side-by-side access only. You can't even drive a vehicle there. No cell service. Very much our escape from life on the farm, because I tell you, for as gorgeous as it is to stand on the front porch of your house looking at beautiful fields, it gets a bit much barbecuing burgers on the front porch, and you cannot escape thinking about work even though it's a Saturday night.
Yeah.
So took a page out of Mike's book to say, we're going to blow this popsicle stand. I've had enough. See you later.
I get it what Carl's saying, because I can imagine you're barbecuing, you're outside, and you're looking at this field of hydrangea, and you're cooking, and you're having a beer, and it's 6 o'clock, 6:30, and you say, oh shit, I gotta go out there tomorrow at 4 a.m. and I gotta start cutting before the sun comes up.
There's no disconnect there.
I get it.
And even the opposite of where we're good growers, not perfect growers, and you have a field that's not up to par staring at you in the face. And your brain goes in overdrive of, shit, I'm supposed to be barbecuing burgers, but what could I have done differently? Why did this crop fail? What is this disease in here? Why is there bugs there? Mike, I kid yourself, I have burnt stuff on the barbecue before because I'm venturing off the porch looking at the fields. And my wife's screaming at me from the kitchen, what the hell are you doing?
It's good.
So,
good meat you're burning.
Yeah.
Also, the kids are older now. They can put a little bit more effort in there, right? You got good help that you can trust.
Very much so. Yeah, it's been fun watching my kids grow up. And even I talked to my wife a couple weeks ago where I was just looking back at how my life was when I was their age. And for context, my son is 21, 17, and 16, a daughter at the end. And they're miles ahead of what I was doing at their age. Miles ahead. I see what my 21-year-old son is doing in this business, and he's so much more advanced in just running the business in a capacity that I never was at that age. So, I'd like to admit I'm a pretty lousy teacher. I teach probably how my dad taught us, in the sense where it's a lot of baptism by fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's go do this. Go figure it out.
With the Northern Farm, the thought process, the confidence to go ahead and go forward, a lot of what's in his head is, I'm sure just like in my head, is because his sons are interested.
100%. There's
His
no
family
way.
is interested.
There's no way I would even contemplate doing it if I didn't have a generation following behind me.
Right.
And in my dad's eyes, there's a lot of what we've done in the last 10, 15 years. There's no way my father would have even done if it wasn't for myself, my brother, and my youngest sister. Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. So shall we go back to the what we're building is a legacy from a few podcasts ago?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was a good episode, so I appreciate you bringing that back up.
Yeah, it was probably, guys, one of the best podcasts to date that I listened to. My wife and I traveling the 8 hours to the farm up north. We listened to that in the pickup truck together, and amazing, guys. I wouldn't say we were close to tears. It was that good.
That's Cam, man. Cam will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like every so often you make a connection, like Karl and the Green Park company and the Jet Fresh company, the connection that we made was almost instantaneous. It was almost instantaneous. Like, we don't place orders.
No,
Karl sends us an email. This is what you're getting, and we're like, great, send it.
Yeah, it is.
And we're
true.
lucky to
That's
get
not
those
normal.
emails. Yeah.
That's not normal. Normal is they send an offer, you cherry pick what you want, and that's the end of it. But there are these few, and I say you can count it on two hands. These certain relationships that you forge in business where there's just a strong mutual connection of like just like, I don't know, I guess love at first sight, I guess you call it that.
There you
right?
go.
It's like,
There you go.
Yeah,
it's pretty much how it happened. And I'm so happy, but I'm also very proud to see you guys doing what you're doing and growing and meeting demand, because when you do something well and you are having investment not only of your money, but you're also investing your heart, your soul, your sweat, your passion, you're putting everything that you have,
He's putting
that
his
whole
kids,
toolbox.
Yeah, the kids, the future.
You're
Yeah.
putting everything into this. I mean, look, this 25 acres, that's risky shit, man. That's not easy. That's nothing. If you want to call it business, you can. I call it risk.
God bless those acres. Mm-hmm.
Educated risk.
Educated risk, exactly. So, like, I kind of feel like I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much, and you can always tell that these things don't happen always because of effort to sell. It happens because when you're good at something and you're passionate about something and you put everything you have plus your family in there, you organically just continue to grow your demand.
Yeah, and even
it organically happens.
I'll be honest with everybody listening, like, there's a lot of things in life that drive certain people. And for me, my wife will attest, there's a reason my wife is in charge of our finances, because money does not drive me at all. It's always been the quality of a product, driving down through a field and seeing perfectly straight rows without any weeds. To me, that's what gets me up in the morning, not looking at a spreadsheet at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, how much money did we make? That does not interest me whatsoever. To go out and get dirt under my fingernails, 100%.
He's in it for the sport.
Essentially, and Lord willing, I don't want to be an 85-year-old someday, not being able to work and thinking back, man, I wish I would have done that. That is kind of what drives me. And the passion project of trying to grow 8 hours away from a home farm, it's I don't want to be 25, 30, 40 years down the road saying, shit, why didn't I just do it?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? It's a complete flop. You sell the farmland, you move on.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that. You might lose a few bucks along the way, but as long as you're doing it without sacrificing the whole company, I'm willing to roll the dice a little bit. We only get one chance here on Earth, so have some fun along the way.
I believe in that too.
Hallelujah.
I believe in that too. You got to make sometimes these ambitious leaps to just because you feel like it's necessary. It's not always about the dollars and cents. I completely agree with that. And I will tell you, there was a time where I was like really looking to make money. That was really important, especially when I had the 5 kids in the house.
Oh,
But at this point, obviously we need a company to be in good position, in good, strong, healthy position. But for sure, the decisions that we make as a company and some of the things that we provide as a company, any business consultant that came in and took a look at that would say, you guys are freaking nuts. Are you crazy? This is not how it's supposed to be. So I believe in that too, Carl. I believe in that too. I think we should have what we enjoy from besides our family, but to have your camp up there in North Ontario, and I have mine here upstate New York. I mean, these are things that when we were younger, you dreamed about.
Yep.
Someday I'm going to have that. Someday I would love to have that. And that's why I tell people dreams do come true. If you work hard enough for it, it is totally possible. And at the same time, you got to be careful what you wish for.
Very much so.
Because you might get to certain goals, you might get to certain places, or you might just wind up there just because it just naturally happened. And then you got to work to control that. And for me, that's been a hard thing for me the past couple of years, is learning how to control that.
Well, even for myself, I'm getting to the point now, and the company's getting to the point now where the company can't afford to have Karl playing out in the dirt all day long and getting dirt underneath his fingernails. And my wife keeps joking, you're getting pretty close to where I'm going to buy you a suit and tie pretty soon because you're spending more time in the office than out in the field. So, it's that balance of where can I be in my happy place and being responsible enough to keep the company running how it should run.
Yeah, and someone needs to make that sacrifice. Somebody needs to do that job. Somebody needs to be monitoring how everything's going. When I had my bouquet company in New York, I swore that everything was great until it wasn't.
Right.
And that's because I spent more time on the bouquet line than I did looking at the books.
Yep.
Couple bad seasons, a couple of big problems, and then before you know it, nothing left to fall back on. So, you learn those lessons. So there has to be like that balance. But yeah, man, like I'm here at the lake, I'm enjoying it, but I'm working here just as many hours as I would if I was in Miami. There's not much difference.
No.
But it is fun to watch the team from far away handling the day-to-day, handling what needs to put your hands on it. Yep. It's great to watch them do it, and they do it well. I'm proud of all of them.
Yeah, and even I have to say we go back to that cold call that you gave us, I want to say, oh shit, it's almost been 7, 8 years ago already.
Yes, sir.
But it has been fun to watch you give the reins up a little bit to Casey, and it has been fun for myself and Casey to work together moving forward, because we are essentially 2 boys under our father's umbrella moving forward. And it's cool to just watch that generation, and now
both killing it.
I'm glad to hear. No, and it's fun to watch, and you have to pause and take a moment every once in a while and reflect, because like you said, in this floral industry, in other industries, does this happen? Like, and I see my son Carson 8 years ago. I have a picture on my phone yet of him standing beside the very first order, boxed up, sitting in the cooler, going to Jet Fresh. Nice. And now it's my son that's doing it all on his own. He watched me do it all those years, and now he was in grade school back then. Now he's graduated, engaged, getting married next year, and packing your orders. It's fun to see it all evolve.
People tell me all the time, I was talking to Casey, but I thought I was talking to you. You know, people tell me that all the time.
It's natural. It just comes out. Like you see it in his videos and stuff. It's just like, it's in there for sure.
It's not even that. It's like, you know, he'll call me and he'll say, Dad, I don't think it's going to be so busy next week. Please buy a little less. He'll call me and tell me, you know, throttle it down a little bit. You know, I mean, that should be my job telling him. But in fact, it's becoming the opposite. And, you know, it's passing the baton is not going to be difficult at all. You know, we're all very fortunate that we have this next generation to take it forward. We're all very fortunate.
For us in the facilities, it's we love our father to pieces and we want to keep him around for a long time. But usually there gets the point in the season where it's, Dad, aren't you ready to go to the cottage yet? Like, we really feel strongly that you and Mom need to go to the cottage for a little bit. It's all good, Dad. We got it under control.
Yeah,
but
we never
all
had
kidding
that
aside.
Let me tell you about family businesses. Last September, Casey and I were up at Green Park, and we were standing in the parking lot, and in comes the truck, the big truck, and Carl says, oh, my dad's back from wherever he was. And the dad is driving the truck. He's just coming wherever he was. Carl sent him.
Yeah.
He was coming back from there. And that's something else when you send your dad somewhere.
That's fun.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go try this stuff for me.
Yeah.
But Casey and Michelle, the baby's coming this weekend.
Yeah.
They have baby Walker coming. And I'm a few podcasts behind listening. And I guess this one too. We're leaving on Tuesday back to Miami, 3-4 weeks to cover for Casey. Mommy's going to help Michelle with Eliza while she's taking care of the newborn. I don't have any problem with that at all. And I hate to leave here. But I don't have any problem with that at all.
Grandbaby's a good excuse.
Yeah,
to leave.
grandchildren will do that.
That'll be a good reason.
Yeah. That's
worth it. And you got a month, you got a good 4 weeks in up there, right? Good, nice to hold you off.
4 weeks, just a little less than 4 weeks.
You'll hate how hot it is down here, though. That's for sure.
It's hot everywhere.
The time goes really fast. It stays light here till like 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't get dark till around 10.
Listen to the birds around you.
Yeah, they sound like paid actors. Those birds in the background.
He's like Cinderella. What's her name? Snow White.
It's Ugbana. It's Tinkerbell.
So Carl, last Christmas, everybody bought my wife the same gift, these digital bird feeders.
How many bird feeders did you got hanging up there?
I put one up, but we have 3 more.
She received 3 at one time.
Wait, she gave me, so she keeps calling me FaceTime, so not for me to see, for my boys to see everything. And then this Saturday she called us in FaceTime and she showed me she has a bird feeder for every person in the family. So Mike Jr.'s is a cop car.
No, those are bird houses.
Oh, the bird house. That's right. The bird houses. One is a cop car. Mike's is a VW bus. Casey's is all like nice and like cool. It's just so cute. But
Casey's is a bag of golf clubs.
That's right.
Bird house.
She has them all. I think that's so sweet, and it's like on different parts of her garden. So I love that. I think I'm very happy that all 3 of you, because I know that the one that has enjoyed the most has to be Sid. Sid has.
Today Sid turns 4. It's his birthday.
Ah, happy birthday, Sid.
It's also Carrie Ann's birthday, coincidentally.
Oh.
And she's here. And she's here with Addison and Mike Jr. So,
Go ahead. You have time to write.
Well, no.
Hi.
Come say hi.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
So remember I was telling everyone that I don't do money?
That's her CFO there.
She does money.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
No, she just walked into the office and got to do payroll.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that's your normal spot, right? That's your desk job, right?
That's right. So, Mimi.
Yeah.
How old are your boys now?
16. One is going to be 16 next month and 14.
Okay, so next summer, I'm going to have 3 empty bedrooms in the big farmhouse that I live. And when they're done school,
Do it.
It's a short flight from Miami to Buffalo, and we can pick them up.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
And they come hang out for a couple weeks with Uncle Carl, and we'll show them what life is on the farm.
Oh my gosh.
'Cause
I would love
How
that.
many days would they last?
I think Emil won't last.
No?
Dylan might last.
Yeah.
Emil, maybe. Because Emil will start sitting in the corner and drawing, and Carl will be like, Mimi, what did you send me this daydreamer for? So, yeah.
Oh, summertimes there's short hours on the farm. We're only 6 to 12:30, so then there's afternoons to hang out by the pool yet. I'm not a slave driver.
Sounds like a plan. I might take you up
Hey,
on
go
it.
for it. You go with them. You go to the cabin. They go to the farm.
Yeah, how about that, right? Mike, I'm gonna trick him. I'm gonna say we're going up north. We're going to North Country, and then I go to the cabin.
Well, they
with
can do
Mommy.
both.
Exactly.
They can do both.
Sounds good.
As long as they got fishing, they should be fine.
Oh yeah, my kids like to fish, so they'd be fine. How about Joel? You want to go?
Sure.
Nice.
6 to 12 is not that bad.
I'll send you a
That's
ticket.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So then,
I'll send you a ticket,
Mike,
Joel.
Mike, are you coming back to the cabin before you go to California, or are you going straight to California from
Yeah.
Miami?
No, hopefully right at the end of July, we'll head back up here, and then I'll fly wherever I got to fly from here. It ain't easy. It's at least an hour or two to different airports, and then you got to take at least 2 planes to get anywhere. But I don't care.
Yeah, because I think the next time I'll see you guys all in person, I think, Ryan, you're going too. I'll see you at Fun and Sun.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you there, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Annie and I will be there too. So
Nice.
we're incorporating into vacation. We're flying to Seattle,
Okay.
and then we're going to do the West Coast drive over
Okay.
5 days, and then
Nice.
end it in Pasadena. So it was
That's
kind of
kinda
we've never done anything really for our anniversary, so it's kind of like, let's do this. We've always wanted to do it, so
You guys deserve it.
I've been looking
Yeah.
at that trip. It's really nice. Flying into Seattle, driving down, and you get to go to the Redwoods. You can go to the Big Sur. There's so much to do over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's amazing that AI can plan that whole itinerary. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, I was not an AI person, but holy smokes, I want to spend this amount of days driving.
Yep.
I want to drive only 3.5 to 4 hours a day. Give me high hotel, give me low hotel.
Same. I just
bada
did
boom, bada
that.
bing.
Yeah.
Have you implemented
That's
AI
how,
on the
that's how we
farm?
did the farmathon last year, all over Ontario with AI. AI told us where to go, how to go, what hotels to stay at, all that shit.
Ryan, AI on the farm. The only thing I've really done is I've always struggled with, here we go, small family farm again, where it's kind of like, now we're moving into the era where every single customer wants pictures of product. We've never done that before. Heck, up to 15 years ago, we never had a price list. That was Carl struggling it on an Excel spreadsheet and trying to figure it out. AI, I've done it where I can now take pictures of just a bunch, hold it in the air, use AI to turn it into a white background, high resolution picture,
Yeah.
just, instead of doing that whole photo booth, white wall, blah, 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 then you can get a pretty quick, what the customer is looking for that way.
For sure. That makes sense.
Joel, do you ever use that AI to make the picture a white background and stuff, or you still use the photo booth?
No, I still use a photo booth.
But we do in our Photoshop, Mike. We do have a thing where you can remove it, and
Yeah.
it uses even the programs now use AI for that. So yeah.
Very cool.
Same process, just faster.
Well, I couldn't get my propane fireplace to work, and I asked AI what are possible problems, and it gave me like a short list of the
Out of
problems.
propane?
And no, no, no.
That's funny if AI. Sometimes AI. I can't say what I was gonna say, but anyways, yes.
What are we gonna do when it goes away? What are we gonna do?
We're all going to the farm. That's what we need to do. I watched a very scary movie
It was
about
scary.
AI.
It's only been like
so-
4 years since we've been using
and
AI.
we've all so hard implemented it.
like
everywhere.
even your dad really is like,
You have it on all your phones, all your laptops already.
I have
You're
it everywhere.
Fully integrated.
I
Yeah,
use it
out of
everywhere.
the three of us, I'm definitely the one that's scared of it the most. I'm just so scared of it.
I don't have it on most devices, but I do use it daily.
It's everywhere.
Casey uses it a lot. Casey's
Every time I go to see
coming up with-
Casey, he has ChatGPT on the left.
Yeah.
On the left one.
Yeah, he uses it a lot.
Yeah, he does.
He's figuring out a lot. He figures out like how to manage problems, all kinds of stuff he's using it for. Writes letters and emails with it, all kinds of stuff.
I know. I'm so scared.
It's the future. It's the future. Elon Musk says that there's going to be mass unemployment.
So let's talk about something positive, Al.
Is the World Cup anything to do with you guys up there?
Well,
I know
the game's played in Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto, we got games in Toronto, and it's nice to see Canada doing as well as they're doing.
Uh-huh.
And of course, with Dutch background,
Yes.
go Netherlands, go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Hoop, Netherlands.
that's right. So
Did you see the Norwegian cheer where they're rowing the boat?
Norwegian cheer, but how about like my Instagram reels with all these Scottish guys?
Oh,
Like,
they-
how's it going in Miami
Oh,
for
yeah,
you
they're
now?
going
I've
hard in
seen what they
Miami.
did in Boston.
Listen, they were in Miami. I was next to a bus. There was 4 buses of them like this week, and they're crazy. It's so fun to watch them. They were walking into like the Cuban bakeries, and I'm laughing so hard because all you see are these really tall Anglo guys, buff. It's crazy. I'm so excited. That's fun. They play tonight. They play tonight against Brazil, so it's going to be nice.
Ticket prices would have been nice if you could have seen them a little more manageable.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
even for us up in Canada, it's an hour drive for us even to take the train into Toronto from where we live. But the prices were just ridiculous.
And it's sad because some of these kids are like the World Cup. Oh wow, it's our backyard. I mean, I've taken them to see like the fan fest, and that's fun because you just have that experience of being like, you know what I mean. But there's nothing like watching the game, and it's just crazy because they're so not affordable. But
Okay.
How's the World Cup been, event-wise for you guys with flowers? Have you seen a uptick?
I don't think it's as hyped up as people were saying it was going to be event-wise. I know a lot of people were like definitely saying, "Oh, it's going to be super busy because of the holiday, because of all that stuff." But I don't think there's been a lot of chatter and things about that.
We don't get the crazy spike like we do with Art Basel or other things that happen in Miami.
Right.
Okay.
Those things are event craziness. Or F1 also is event craziness.
Yeah.
Okay.
F1 did more.
We are selling the team colors in roses. We have every team color enhanced rose there, but that's not huge numbers.
Right.
And they're very specific too. So you have to have odds are is that team playing here? We don't have necessarily the teams matched up to where they're playing necessarily in stock at that same moment.
And did you guys know that Karl is on the board of the OFG flower auction?
No.
What was on the board?
Was no more?
Was on the board.
They booted you?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
His term.
I did 7 years, and I was treasurer for the last 2 years. So,
I thought you don't like money.
yeah, well, totally out of my comfort zone.
His wife was doing it.
Totally out of my comfort zone. But I can read numbers and I can do it. I just don't enjoy it.
Okay.
So
Well, here's something you might enjoy. I did go and take a quick second out into the cash and carry today, and I just have 2 people, not a lot, but I just want you to hear because I know your heart isn't growing, and I just think it's really nice what people could say about some of your products. So.
I'm Lucy Borden with Alba Creative, Miami-based florist. I want to use the smoke bush because it has like different layers and colors inside of it. So it's sort of dimensional and it goes really well with like a statement floral. So yeah, I'm really inspired by it. Thank you.
Everybody that I speak to always says that the smoke bush is inspirational for them, like that they see something there. You know what I mean? Like that they want to use it. I also spoke to a lady who said that she waits for this time. It's the first time she buys it now because this season, because she wishes she had it later. So hold on.
My name is Leticia Duran, and I'm the owner, designer of Something Blue Events. And actually, I love the smoke bush. This is the first time I'm planning to use it, and I'm very excited. I wish we could have it all year round. Thank you. especially in November that I have a bride and need it.
And do the brides understand when you tell them that things are seasonal?
Yes,
No.
yeah. Well, actually, no, they wanted it. They just want us to be the magician.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, everybody always says to me the same thing. Oh, can't we have it? And they want the magic, right? And that's exactly what you're creating. And when I ask our sales team, this is what they said.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl.
They just are so happy to be able to represent, Green Park down here and be able to sell it they're so proud of it. And that's not just the smoke bush. We're talking about the mock orange. We're talking about the tree hydrangeas. We're talking about all the beautiful products that you bring us. And we appreciate that so much.
Oh, thank you guys. I'm humbled. I have another visitor walking in that has to say hi.
Well, I got holy jeans.
Some say
There
hi.
he is.
So for everyone listening, my son Carson just walked in doing his deliveries last minute, even though his day actually ended at noon. I made him do afternoon deliveries because no lunch yet, and it's now almost 3:00. So we are super thankful for this guy over here too, because he makes his dad look good. So
That's right. Keep doing a good job, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, now go inside. So eat some lunch.
Oh, we forgot
That's
to
good.
say
Oh,
congrats.
yeah. Congrats on the engagement. Tell him congrats.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
He says thank you.
We'll send him flowers for the wedding.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to use
No,
all
it's all
smoke
green. Yeah,
bush.
it's
all
in
smoke
season.
bush.
Well, yeah, that's
It's in
part of the
season.
No way. He's not allowed to get married during season. No way. He's going to save
Well,
that shit for the off season.
June 5th. It's pushing it. So hey,
He
it's
can
a wedding.
postpone the honeymoon. That's okay.
That's right. That's right.
Did he ask the bride's parents for approval?
Yes, he did. He did.
How romantic.
Classy.
And
I think that's super romantic.
and she's a girl actually from Northern Ontario. So we talk about our farm being 8 hours away from her home farm. She's actually grew up 3 hours past our farm up north.
Okay.
So
Wow.
she's from a little town called Wawa. If everyone has, have you heard of the giant goose up in Northern Ontario? That's right in Wawa where she grew up. So
Is that where the gas
definitely
station's
Northern
from?
girl.
I don't
Pardon?
know.
The gas station, Wawa? Is that what that's from? It's a goose as
It's
well.
named after the goose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
giant goose.
I was like, their logo's a goose.
Yep.
Did you do the questions last time you were on the episode, Carl?
I did.
You did? I don't remember. Do you want to do them again, or
Sure.
we don't have to?
We'll see what kind of we'll
Yeah,
see
I don't
what kind of
remember the
different answers
though,
I get.
so- All right, let's do it. Rapid fire. What, in your opinion, at the moment, is the best sandwich?
BLT hands down.
What is the best flower, or your favorite flower?
A sold flower.
What is the most overrated flower?
Gerbera.
What's the most underrated flower?
Lily of the Valley.
What, if you have a superpower, what would it be?
Wisdom.
Pick a movie, actor, celebrity, historian, any person in history to have lunch with.
This is going to date me, and your sons will probably understand. I grew up in an era when the Toronto Maple Leafs actually had a team to actually go to the playoffs. And when I was a little boy, I was in love with Felix Potvin, who was the goaltender for Toronto at that time. I would love to hang out with him for a day, only because as a kid in grade school, that was the guy, to want to be like. That was the guy.
Okay.
Casey was a Leafs fan too. I used to have to buy him jerseys, Leafs jerseys.
Yep. I have a jersey with his name on the back.
There you go. We got to send you. We just ordered new Jet Fresh hockey jerseys. I'll have to get you one.
Ooh. Yeah, but that like hockey jersey, that's like something that you put up in a frame though.
Yeah, well, they're actually going to play with them. So whatever ones are not being played with, we can frame one. Oh yeah, drunk food. And what kind of flowers do you want at your funeral?
Whatever is in season at the time.
From your
How's
farm?
that?
From your farm?
Doesn't matter whether it's from my farm. We live in an industry where everybody's pushing boundaries and pushing limits. Whatever is beautiful and in season at that moment.
Carl, you have to like I used to think it might be frustrating to have stuff that you know people want and they can't have because it's not in season, but it also kind of matches your personality and like your appreciation for the moment. And I love that. I think it matches, like your farm honestly does match you guys. Like it does.
Yeah, I never really thought of it that way.
I appreciate that too. Yeah. Your outlook is like, it mixes perfectly. It's almost like you learn from the nature around you. Oh, the boys are going this month. Shipping them there.
Send them. All right, 2 more. What is your go-to late night drunk food?
Whatever my kids have left me in the cupboard.
Crumbs, right?
That's a lot of time. Or the last like 5 or 6 chips in the bottom of the chip bag that they can't seem to empty out.
No, because if you empty it,
Spoken
that's
like
you don't
any
kill
true
it. It's
parent.
bad. Yeah, you can't kill it. Can you suggest a future guest for the show?
I probably recommended him last time. Let's see if Mimi can get him on yet. Anyone from Kolster in the Netherlands. Peter Kolster, he started the company. He's the breeder where a lot of our plants come from. You would recognize him from a lot of the varieties of peonies, ranunculus, especially butterfly ranunculus. The smoke bush that you guys all love, that was bred by them in Holland. What another lovely family-run business. Robert Jan is the son now in the office there. I can't speak highly enough of that company. Another company that has taken us under their wing and worked closely together with. It's been another fantastic partnership. So if you could get Robert in or Peter in, what a story. Another man that started in the nursery industry, and he took, similar to the varieties that we use, Snowball Viburnum, Smoke Bush, he took regular run-of-the-mill varieties and wanted them to make them better specifically for the cut flower market. So for a lot of the varieties that we now have in the cut flower market, it's all because of them. So
nice.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation.
Okay, great.
I got Kolster's BV Magical Plants and Flowers. I'm on it,
Yep,
Karl.
absolutely. And a lot of the hydrangeas that you guys all love coming out of Holland right now, a direct result of that company. You, if any, you, a lot of the Hypericum varieties, direct result of those guys. Yep, they
There
need
are a lot of the trade shows that we go to. I mean,
Yep.
we're gonna have to go into their booth too, because we never really make that connection because we're not growers of that stuff. But
no,
I think it'd be interesting to come over and say, hey,
yeah. Next time you guys are in Holland, they are more than accommodating. They'd probably love to have you just to tour you around. They have huge trial greenhouses and their trial gardens and what's up and coming, and it's a fun place to see.
Nice. Thank you. I think that's a good one.
Great suggestion.
Thank you, guys. Before we tune off, thank you so much for being an amazing partner. I shouldn't even say partner. Thank you for being an amazing family. Guys, you blow me away, and thank you so much for working with us. It's been a pleasure and an honor. So thank you.
Right back at you guys.
For sure. Love you, man.
Till next
See you in
time,
August.
guys. Till next time. Absolutely. Have a great day.
Karl, if anyone wants to reach you or get in contact with you, what would be the best way for them to do that? Try it.
Best way, search up Greenpark Nurseries on Instagram. You will see an Instagram filled not only with just random product, but you will actually see a family farm in operation. I love portraying this is a family. Our Instagram account is a family that is farming, not just a farm with products. So enjoy. If you search up on Instagram, we do not have a website. Almost 50 years in business, and we do not have a website. And
makes two of us.
I'm okay with that. So Instagram is where you will find all my contact info. Just click on the link and you'll find my email address and such there, and you can always get a hold of me there.
Okay. So Karl, thank you very much for your time today and sharing all that great conversation with everybody. We love you. We respect you, and we're so proud to be family, be partners with you guys. And we'll see you at Fun and Sun, and looking forward to that. And so this has been a great conversation on the Fresh Bunch podcast today. Thank you, Karl. Thank you, the great Mimi Pacheco, Ryan, and the amazing Joel Serrano, Jimmy the Tulip. We missed you today. Hope you are very successful on your customer visits. See ya.